Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and future graphic designers. This is our lesson after the long break. So, with this lesson, we are actually going to learn about some of the best practices in graphic designing. And by the end of this lesson, we're going to know how to use guides, rulers, and how to rename layers, how to arrange our layers, and then how to control the workflow in our graphic design project. Now, to start with, I'm going to do a couple of things here. So to start with, we're actually going to show the rulers, and the rulers actually is is going to guide you on how to set your layers properly and divide your workflow into um, equal parts, or the dimensions that you actually want. Now, to bring the rulers onto the screen, you go to the views tab on the standard toolbar. You go to the menu bar, you go to the views tab, you click on it, and then a lot of options will drop down for you to select. So you go straight into rulers. Okay, you go straight into rulers, and then you click on rulers, and automatically rulers will appear on the top and then on the left side. So this is where it's going to appear. So to use rulers, what you only need to do is to click on it, and you can see that once you put the mouse on the rulers, it will turn into white instead of black. Okay, I see that the mouse is black, but when you put it on the ruler, it turns into white. That means that you can drag it. So you click on it, and then you drag it to where you want it to be. And now you have our now the ruler it has been drawn on the page. You can also drag the left side to put it where you want it to be. Now, one of the most beautiful part of it is when you drag to the middle. When you get to the middle, it try to stack unless you try to move it again. Okay. Now, when you're moving and then you get to the middle, you see that it will stack. Unless you drag it again, then it will move on. Okay. It actually um, detect the middle of the page. Okay, and then it will add to like to automatically stop, but you can drag it to where you want to be. And now we have our rulers on the screen. You can add as many as possible, and they are not going to show in your design. No, they are not going to be part of your design. They are just going to be there to serve as a guide for you to know how to put your text, where to put your image, and other things. And especially if you are creating a table or kind of things, you can use it rulers to do it. We also have another thing, which is grade. Okay, and grade is the another form of rulers, but it's actually divided into many spaces. Like it has so many things. Like when you talk about grade, the horizontal and then vertical rows and column intersecting. Okay, so there you can also go to the views tab and then look for the grade. Okay, you can also, yeah, you can use go to snap to, and then you can get guides and other things. You call it the guides. Okay, now in the guide that you have the grade. Okay, so you can go to show. Now on the views tab, you go to show. Now it's going to open another drop down for you to select. Okay, so either select grade, your guides, canvas guides, and other things. Click on the grade. Now you see that our space or our project has been divided into many square of rows and columns. Okay, now it's another thing to also do. All right. So this is one of the best features or best practices in graphic design. Now let's go to another one. Now another one is to also be able to rename your layers. Now renaming your layers is very very essential. It's very very helpful, and it gives you the edge, the control over your layers. You know actually what stands for what. So let's say I have a rectangle here. Now I'd like to draw a rectangle. I drew the rectangle here. Let me change the color to this. Now I have another rectangle somewhere. Okay, have another rectangle somewhere with another color. You can also like to put another rectangle with a different color. Now another, then let's have another a circle. So maybe have a circle here. Okay, have a circle, and we have we have a lot of layers on it. Now you can see that we have um ellipse 1, ellipse 2, ellipse 3. Then we have rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3. Now you don't actually know which one is rectangle 1 unless you select it. But here when you rename it, you just get the idea of this is what I want to. So the only thing you need to do is to double click on the name. Double click on the name. Then you change it to maybe light blue square or light blue rectangle. All right. Now you know that this is what I have here. So you just go to it. Now you can do the same for the other things. So you give it a name like you can um, that you can easily identify them and other things. So when you go to your layers panel, just look at which one do I want to select. I want to select this one, so just go there and click light blue rectangle, and then it will be selected. Okay. Now it works even better when you want to create a clipping mask. And I don't know. Okay, we'll just go over clipping mask. When you want to create a clipping mask, that is if you want to put an image into this one. Now since we have so many rectangles, you don't know which one you're supposed to. So it goes it's very good to do that. Now another thing is to group your layers. Now sometimes you can have your layers, so many layers. Your design will have about hundreds of layers, so many layers, and you need to scroll, and other things. But that doesn't help. So the only thing you need to do is to group them. And we select all the ellipses. Now you see that we have three ellipses and then three rectangles there. So you select all the ellipses, okay, and then you group them. You click on the folder icon beneath. Now you click on it. Now to group them for you. Also select these ones, and then to group them. Now we have this. You don't need to scroll over again. Alright, so this, and you can also rename the group. So you can say the ellipse group. Yeah, then you rename this one rectangle group. Hey, spellings. I think so. You have this. Alright. So this is also one of the best practices. Alright. Okay. Alright. So this is one of the best practices. Now let me take a quick snap into how we can insert an image into a shape. Okay, how we can insert an image into a shape. Now sometimes you want to put an image into a shape to give it something like to create a shape out of the image that you have, and in that case you need to put it in either a circle or any kind of shape that you want. So here I'm going to put an image into a shape. So here you're going to select the image, then drag it onto your project. All right, so I have my image here. Let me try to resize it to. All right, so I have my image and then I have my shape. This is the shape that I want to put my image in. So we are going to use the clipping mask um, um, menu or option to do that. And the first thing to do is to make sure that the image is right on top of the layer that you want to insert in, or the shape you want to insert in. So it should be on the actual layer, not other layers. Now you see that we have many layers here. Okay, where are my layers? Okay, all right. I deleted them. Okay, so maybe we have other layers like somewhere, other places. We have other layers. Some you see you have that about three layers. Now you need to make sure that if you want to put it on this layer, you need to make sure that the image is right on top of this layer, okay, and not just being on top. It should right be on top of the that layer. Now you can see that this one, you see that it is on top of all the this layer, but it's actually not on right on top of this one. It's actually on top of this one. So you can see that this on the layers panel, you can see that this is the image and this is the ellipse, and it's actually select this one. So I don't want to put it in this one but another one. So the only thing I need to do is to drag this one right on top of that layer. Okay, that's why it's good that you need to rename your layers. So after it's on this one, I'll go to layer. Anything that you want to do to a layer, you need to go to layers um tab. Okay, go to the layers, then you go to create clipping mask. Create clipping mask, and when you create clipping mask, it's going to go right inside it. So when you click on it, now our image has been fit into the ellipse or the shape, and now we have this. All right, so we have this one. So this is what we have achieved so far, and this is creating clipping mask, that is putting an image on top in the shape. Okay, and we can actually not only ellipse all the shapes on it, you can use it. Now let's add another shape like triangle. Okay, we have a triangle here and we want to put another image into it. We go to our folder, then select our image, bring it there. Then let's make sure that it is right on top of the triangle. So yes, so it's on the top of the triangle. Then we select the image, then go to layer, then go to create clipping mask, and automatically it will just enter it. And this is what we're going to have. So there is it. All right, this is a very beautiful way of putting the image into a shape. Okay, the other things that I want us to do, since we are getting to the end of our course, so many things that we need to actually do. I go to I wanted us to, so let's take a short design lesson in um, banners, designing banners. So here we want to design an educational banner. Okay, so I'm not going to talk for more. I'm just going to do the design. Then you just follow along the kind of shapes, the kind of things I'm going to use. All right. So let me get rid of these ones. I can remove it by dragging it to the side. Okay, where I picked them from. Just drag it. Now let me go to the and remove the gray thing. So now I have my page created. So just let's get started like an educational banner. Okay. So first you need to get your images there. And I have one educational image here that I'm going to use. So just bring it. So this is the only image I'm going to use. Or let me just try other images like yeah, class. We have this. So the idea is that you need to bring all the images that you are going to use in your project. Okay, you can put them, you can open them in another project. But here, let me put it here so that these are the images that I'm going to use in my project. So let me just keep them here. All right, so let's just get started with the project. Now, if you're wondering how I duplicated all these three things, you need to select the layer that you want to duplicate. Then you click on Alt on the keyboard. When you click on Alt on the keyboard, see that it will now turn into the arrow will turn to double angles. Okay, now you can just duplicate it. So you click on Alt on the keyboard, then you can drag it, or you can also come here to say, and then click on duplicate layer. Now you can do that one too. So that's how I duplicated all the images I have there. So as I said, you're going to rename your layers. So I'm adding outlines to it. That is a stroke. So now let's reduce the size. So let's name this one as programming image. Now select the programming image and then bring it on top of the layer that I want to put in. So I want to put it on the top ellipse. So I'll just do the clipping mask. Now select the middle ellipse, and then you have this one. So I'll say computing or lesson, computer lesson image. Then I'll bring it on top of the middle middle ellipse. That's this one. So I also rename this one as video editing. Editing image. Then I'll take it to the top. Oh, the bottom one. Okay. So you see that it's good that you rename them, so you know that this is where I'm doing the clipping. All right. So we'll go to it and then add our text, some text here. All right. So here we are going to create a major headline here, and then we're going to add the details of the text here. All right. So this is a simple. Now, if you want, we can also add a main image here, a very big image here. Then we can write the other text here. So let's see if we can have some main image. Now, I think I have some images. So let me bring these children here. All right, so this is going to be the headline image. So I'll just need to put it headline image. Then I want to, so I'll put it on the main ellipse. Then create the layer, clipping mask on it, and to fit into the shape. All right, so all right. So this is not actually the target, so we can reduce the opacity small. Okay, we can have to reduce the opacity because it's actually not the target, so we can reduce the opacity so that we can have these ones also showing very well. All right, or we can uh, add our blend mode. Okay, can add our blend mode, then our blend mode. Okay, so we can have this one. And let's So I'm trying to add some kind of shadow to it, and then so yeah. All right. So we want it to affect all this. So you're going to make it the default shadow. So once we click on it, it's going to affect it. Then see. So just go out. Decide to default now. Oh, so that's a stroke. Decide to default, and then I'll have this. So we are done with this side. So this is the image that we can have. Okay. Now let me see. Where's my stroke on this? Oh, okay. All right, so we are done with this. So you can pick these ideas and then add to your banners and other things, your flyers, anything. This is a cool, simple one that you can use. Now, make sure that no font or no text element ever comes here. All right, okay. This is side for image. Now, this is one of the best practices. All the images on one side, on all the text on the other side. Okay, so we are going to add the text here. So we just give the title of it. So if it's an institution, the crest will come here. So it's an institution, so you just need to bring out the the course, okay, the crest of the institution. So let me look for one of my crest, then I'm going to bring it here. Okay, it's on the Aspire. So let me use the old course guide logo. Now if you want to remove the background, you know what to do. Just select the magic eraser tool, then you click on the white element, then it will remove. This is a solid background, so you just need to click on the areas, then it will remove. So you scale it, your logo, then you put your logo somewhere. So it's an institution, so you need to respect them. So let's say course guide. So So I'm not going to talk for much. So then let's just get the design on the way. So this is the logo. You have the logo here. Then you can decide to add some kind of element to it. But let's just keep it simple and other things. So keep it so simple. Let's pick color from here and then add to it. So course guide. Now for the best practices, make sure that your colors do not exceed three. Okay, white and black are constants. All right, because the medium you're going to print on certainly is going to be white, so it's normal that white will come and then black. But aside white and black, you should try as much as possible to use between 2 and 3 colors. All right, between 2 and 3 colors. Learn how to do this. It is a professional work, so you need to use at least 2 and 3 colors. Okay, so here I'm going to use 2 colors to create this, and you can see already I have one here, this one, and it's here, and then white is already there. So that means that I've used one color, and color from the logo is different. You cannot manipulate colors in the logo. Logos are different, so you should maintain whatever color they are in the logo. You should maintain that and go ahead with your own colors. So here I'm going to use these colors. Okay. Computer training, computer skills. Okay, so now this is the title of the project. So course guide online, computer. I'm going to scale it. Okay, let your design breathe. Okay, let there be spaces, 9 spaces inside, and you need to put. So this is the title. So let it have um, a good look on the. Okay, now with font too, you need to also maintain your font at least 2 and 3, 2 or 3 fonts. Okay, will do. 2 or 3 fonts will do. So I have this one. I have one. I have two. This one is the title, is the logo. Probably will be a logo header, so it's not going to take part of it. All right. So if it become part of it, then you should know how to. Then I'm going to say training. And training, I'm going to use different fonts. It's usually going to be a script font. Okay, computer skills training. All right. Computer skills. Computer skills training. And this is it. It's simple but nice flyer. And let's try to see if we can. Yeah, I think we can have this, and we want to add some kind of stroke to this so that it can intersect the other designs and cross their path somehow. So we're going to add stroke to it, a white stroke, so that uh, okay. So let's add to this one. Let's see, it's too small. So all right, the text is too small. So some okay. All right, let's. It was All right, so we have this one here. So computer skills training. Is it? All right, so we have this computer skills training. So here you can decide to create a table for your courses and other things. Okay, and other information that you want. So like contact and other things. So see, right? So we have here date, we have location, then we have time here. We have time here. So you're going to be here, and then other informations like courses is going to be here, and courses you can also use the script font to write your courses. Okay, to write your courses here as well. So you can say write your courses here. So you can have this one and change them into one of simple fonts. All right, simple fonts, and make sure that they are scaled very well. All right, you can align them to, you can align them. Okay, you can align them then because each part is different. So here we divided our work into one, okay, two, three. Now we have, okay, so we, four. So there are four. Okay, we divided our work into four. So we have this one, the logo side, which is the header, the title side, the content side, and then the location side. So we divided it into four, and now we come here. We divided it into two. So this is the image side, and then other important element that you also want us to get. Okay, so this is very beautiful and very simple and beautiful design with two colors. I talked about using two to three colors, and you see it's beautiful. All right, so you even use colors from the logo, so It's very beautiful. It's very simple and beautiful. You can use these ideas as you complete your lesson. That you can use these ideas in some of your projects. Okay. All right. So there is a simple but um, very pretty design. You can see from the colors and from the arrangement and everything. This is a professional work. It's a simple, but every professional work is simple. Every professional. When you're a beginner, you tend to add so many things and other things. They are not important. If you're a professional, you know how to add your colors. You know where to put this. You know where to put that, and that is very very nice. All right, very pretty design that you have on the board. All right, so you can use this idea, and even if you want the project file, I will send it to you. So take this, and it's very cool. All right, thank you.